So it's been a while. What's going on, you guys? I have not done a video about the OCG in ages, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I realize that when stuff happens in the OCG, sometimes it creeps over to the TCG. And since we are a competitive player, competitive channel, etc., we need to talk about this because this ban list is pretty wild, and I know a lot of channels have covered it. I want to cover it too, give my personal opinion. Very interesting what they did over in OCG land. They say the superior place to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I think it depends on how you look at it, but we're going to get into the list that they have going into effect for April 2019 and what I feel it will possibly mean for the TCG. I feel that anytime there's an OCG list, it can affect our TCG list. So anything like that is always important. So we're going to get into it. So there was only one banned card. And it was Red Eyes. It was Red Eyes freaking Darkness Metal Dragon. Like, man. Apparently, they just have had enough of all the dragon shenanigans, all the guard dragon shenanigans, and I mean, they banned it. Like, that's insane to me. Like, I know it's been at 1 for a while, but they actually banned it, you guys. Like, it's crazy. They actually banned the card, so yeah, I mean, they can't even use that card anymore. What I'll do is I'll go through the whole list, and I'm going to talk about the implications that it could have here in the TCG. But yeah, that's the only banned card. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing else was banned. So, alright. Then they have the limited to 1. So there were 3 cards that went to 1. We've got Terratop, Armageddon Knight, Raigeki. Armageddon Knight, they said, is basically because of all the Orcus stuff that's going on over there. You guys already know they have Orcus in its entirety, and the deck's nuts, and Armageddon Knight is basically just one of the instigators of that deck, so they had to do something about it. So they put that card to 1 basically to slow the deck down. Okay, whatever. We have Armageddon Knight at 1. Exactly. Terratop. Terratop, we already know. There's a reason why that card's at 1 for us. That card is nuts. Like, that card just does so much. You know, it's a free rank 3, it's 2 monsters on the board, it does a lot of things, and it has been enabler of a lot of crazy decks, not only in OCG, but TCG, and they finally put it to 1, so to slow those decks down. And then Raigeki. So here's the crazy thing. Now they have Raigeki and Harpy's Feather Duster. I don't know if that card will do anything, but I mean, they have both the extremely powerful one-ofs that are just completely one-sided. Raigeki is one-sided, Harpy's Feather Duster is one-sided. Now they got them both. That's pretty crazy, to be honest. Like, that's pretty wild. Like, I mean, they got Maxi, they got Harpy's Feather Duster, and they have Raigeki. Like, I mean, I honestly don't think Raigeki is going to be huge. Like, people will get cheeky with it maybe for, like, the first week or 2 and then realize, oh, this card kind of sucks. We in the TCG, we don't even use that card. We used it for, like, a while, and then we realized the card kind of sucks because most monsters, you destroy them, they get a plus, they float, etc. You guys know what I'm saying. Like, destroying monsters these days is not that great. Like, you want to banish them. You want to, get them off the board. You want to use non-targeting removal. And yeah, Raigeki doesn't target. Yeah, blows up the board. But half the time, all the crap floats. So it's kind of like whatever. But those were the cards that all went to 1. With their lists, I noticed they keep it pretty simple. Like, sometimes you have these wild lists that just have so many things hit, but this list, I mean, for the most part, is pretty straightforward. And then semi-limited to 2. They got 2 Dynamites. It's pretty nice. 2 Totally Awesomes, 2 Hero Lives, and 2 Limited Removal. Okay, so Dynamite. I don't know. All I know is Draco is like dead as a doornail over there. Not the same as it is here in TCG. We have 1 Dynamite. We got 2 Dynamite. I mean, I think we definitely see more True Draco. I mean, the deck is nuts in the TCG. Not obviously one of the best decks, but definitely a great rogue deck and budget deck because, I mean, you literally can just, just slap down an Inspector Border, slap down all the floodgates, and just beat your opponent. They have a decent Salve and great matchups, so not bad. I mean, with 2 Dynamite, I mean, unless they're going to bring anything else back for the deck. I think someone said, I think Diagram is gone over there, so, like, what do you do with the deck without Diagram? Like, honestly, like, yeah, you have the other spells, but, yeah, exactly. Like, I don't even know what to say. I don't think it's that great. Totally Awesome. I mean, we have it here at 3, and if you're not playing Paleo or you don't play the random one-of in Prank Kids that randomly comes up, again, I don't know. I don't know if it's a great thing. Hero Lives is very interesting, though. They have 2 Stratos, 2 Hero Lives, and they love heroes. Y'all should know this. Konami in general loves heroes, especially in Japan. And, I mean, Stratos is like the hero, everyone's hero. So, yeah, we're definitely going to probably see more hero players, which I think is awesome. I think the fact that people are going to try to still play the deck, still try to play some version, I guess, of Dark Warrior or some kind of hero deck is awesome. Stratos is Stratos, you know, one of the most iconic cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Definitely, you know, definitely a cool thing. I don't think it's bad at all. I think that's great that, you know, they're trying to make it work. And you have to remember, Hero Lives is amazing, but if you Ash Blossom that card, you just took 4,000 in the face for nothing. I'm just saying, like, that sucks. So, and you have to control no monsters either. So it's literally a starter die card. So, yeah, within it too, we'll definitely see more resurgence of the hero decks. But I mean, other than that, we'll see what happens. I definitely want to keep an eye on that. That's one thing, is I definitely want to try to keep an eye more on the OCG. I've kind of been lacking on the OCG, like watching them as much. Just kind of like I notice how different things are, since we have dangers, they don't, etc. They have Maxi, we don't, etc. But we'll see what happens. And then limiter removal. Yeah, that card is Saki. That's what that card is. That card is Saki. And we have not seen anything. We have limiter here at 3, and basically, like, hasn't really done anything outside of, like, what was it? There was a feature match or something where, like, someone limited for game and Sky Strikers. But, I mean, why are you going to play that card when all the Sky Striker cards are better? Like, exactly. So, there's that. Now, y'all probably have seen this list, and y'all are probably like, Slim, you about to move to Japan. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw this list, look at me, I was like, They have Snow at 3. Man, that's some bullshit. Like, I'm gonna be straight up honest. That is some bullshit. Like, I don't know why they have Snow at 3. I don't even remember what they have Grass at, but they have Snow at 3. And we already know here in the TCG what one Snow did with Thunder Dragons. Just one. How broken it was. And they have 3. Yeah, if there was a reason to move to Japan for me, besides, you know, all the other amazing stuff, it would definitely be to play 3 Snow, because that is just broken. I don't think that's a wise call at all. Mark my words, that's going to spell a lot of crazy shenanigans over in Japan. They can incorporate it into BA. You'll definitely see like BA Hydrolander decks or something like that. So that's cool, but putting Snow at 3, no. I think especially if they have multiple grass. I don't even know how many grass they have. That's my bad. I haven't been paying attention to them, but that's wild. They also put Damage Juggler to 3. I mean, that card's not as broken as it used to be, but that card is still really good. Like, being able to, you know, banish and search, being able to, you know, negate damage is really good. So, it'll be interesting to see what that card does. I mean, Trick Clown is still a good card. Hat Trigger is still a really good card. They're searchable. I mean, you know there's something there. If you got Snow in those cards and Grass, like, you guys know how the deck plays. We were playing the Clowns, we were playing the Snows, we were playing the Grass, we were playing everything. All the extenders, all the extra monsters. Now that we link summon, like, it's just free monsters, so pretty crazy. I'm actually anxious to see what they do with Lightsworn. I'm actually kind of excited to see what Japan does with Lightsworn, because you all know how much I love Lightsworn. Danglong, that, I mean... There's a reason why that card is the thumbnail. That card at 3, man, that ain't happening here in the TCG. That's all I'm gonna say. But man, Danglong, I mean, you know, that card's nice. That card is really nice, and you know, you can search that counter trap. It's basically a solemn judgment that just says no to everything. So I don't know. That's wild to me. Danglong at 3, but yeah. Next one is kind of just like a smack in the face, to be honest. They put Union Hanger to 3, okay? Dragon Busters at 1, right? Like, like, I know half this video I've just been going just like questioning everything, but it's literally like, why? Like, you're throwing them a bone, but it's like throwing a dog like a small little wishbone when they want the, you know, they want the big rib bone. I know this is a really weird metaphor. Bear with me. Like, it's literally like the equivalent to that. It's just like, that kind of sucks. You're going to give me 3 Union Hanger, and I still have 1 Dragon Buster. Sure, I might be able to get to that Dragon Buster faster, but that Dragon Buster goes, there goes my deck. So, they could have done something else for ABC, but yeah, they're not going to feel it. And the last one, the other, like, hot part of this list, 3 Solemn Warning, like, what? Like, that's so ridiculous. First they had it at 2, now it's at 3, like, what? This card is still one of the best trap cards in the game, like, hands down. This card is just broken, and it's at 3 now. I mean, what can I honestly say? That's the whole list. Now, what are my thoughts overall for the TCG? I don't personally see Red Eyes getting hit. here in the TCG because, yes, Crusadia Guard Dragons is good. Yes, the Guard Dragon deck that I played that plays Red Eyes is good, but we're not that particular deck is not abusing Red Eyes. Guard Dragon Crusadia, yeah, it utilizes Red Eyes enough. But Guard Dragon Crusadia doesn't get that many tops and not that much representation, so I don't think there's any reason to hit it just yet. I think as more support comes out that maybe Red Eyes could potentially get hit, but at 1, I mean, like, yeah, it's searchable off Eclipse Wyvern technically, but, you know, I digress. Like, I actually don't think Red Eyes will actually get here in the TCG. The limited to 1s, we already have Armageddon at 1, Terratop at 1, Raigeki at 1. No changes. No opinion. Raigeki sucks here. Like, I'm sorry. The card sucks. Like, you might get sacked by it, but the card overall is just not that good. All the other 2 cards to 1, same thing. The cards that went to 2, I don't think we're getting Dynamite to 2 because they're not hitting Draco in any possible way, I don't think. Totally Awesome, we have at 3, so same thing. Hero Lives, I mean, they could give us another one, but we only have 1 Stratos. I mean, yeah, it's a good extender, but I'm telling you, there is nothing worse than paying 4,000 life points, going first, getting Ash Blossomed, and just crying because you're at 4,000. Like, that sucks, so I'm just saying. And in limiter removal, we have it at 3, so we don't care. Now, I am going to be the first to say it. It'll be a cold day in hell that we get Snow back. Like, at 3. Maybe 1. Maybe, if they ever hit the Thunder Dragon deck, or Thunder Dragons just end up sucking one day, or, like, you can't, like, just completely abuse this card. Snow's not coming back. It's so hard for me to say that, but my baby Snow is not coming back. Sorry, guys. Damage Juggler, I mean, you know, like, since Snow's kind of at 1, like, I feel like those cards kind of went hand in hand. I mean, I'm sure there's something you could do with Performance Pals or something, some kind of Pendulum deck. Steven will break it for sure, like, but I don't know. I could see the card coming to 3, but I don't know if it would really affect our meta. Like, I don't think it's a meta-breaking card, so I really couldn't see that happening, but it definitely could be something that might happen in the future. That's what I'm saying. Like, some of these things could affect the TCG. They potentially could. Danglong, not happening. That's it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not happening. Maybe to 1. Maybe. That's a big maybe. That's a big maybe. Union Hanger, we have it. ABC, we have it. Yeah, like, we don't care. Unless you're Calvin. That's all I'm going to say. Unless you're Calvin. Like, just not going to happen unless you're Calvin. And Warning. Yeah, I honestly don't think we'll ever get Warning back to 3. But it would be kind of nice at 2, you know? Like, maybe take a little from the page of the OCG. Maybe start out with it at 2. 2 of those, 3 strikes, a Judgment. Like, you know, Solemn's are really good cards. But here's the thing, like, what decks are really playing them outside of Gru and Geist? Like, some versions of Strikers play them, but not really. So, I think what I like about Warning is it's an out to Denko when you're a back row deck. That's pretty cool. It can out those really weird summonings. So, card's definitely worth possibly bumping to 2. Maybe I'm going a little too far with that, but it would be cool to see. But 3, hell no. But overall, those are my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's a little different. I just felt that this was something I actually wanted to talk about, and this is something I do want to cover more here on the channel. So if you guys did enjoy this video, like I always say, just give the video a like. Let me know you enjoy it. Comment below if you want to see more OCG coverage. I can definitely include that here on the channel. It won't be as frequent, but it'll be when things can potentially apply to the TCG, and I think that's something that we always need to pay attention to. Japan did it first. Most people say Japan does it better, and, you know, we can learn from them. They can learn from us, we can learn from them, and yes, this does not directly affect us right now, but it could potentially affect us in the future, so I think it's always good to be prepared. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts on the OCG list and how it could possibly impact the TCG, and I'll definitely bring you guys more content coming up soon. Going to YCS Atlanta this weekend, so expect to see hopefully some collabo videos with other channels, as well as, you know, the deck profile, stuff like that, and hopefully our team does well. And yeah, if you're going to YCS Atlanta, comment down below, and I'd definitely like to meet up with you guys, hang out, talk about the meta, you know, all that crazy shenanigan Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, and of course have a drink with Slim. Like, you guys already know, like, anyone that's ever had a drink with me and Johnny, you guys already know, like, we live for it, so it's pretty awesome. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to give me your feedback down below. Like I said, the more likes, the better. It lets me know you guys want to see more content like this, and I just felt this is something I wanted to bring to your guys' attention. We all have different perspectives, all have different insights, and it's definitely something that I enjoy talking about here on the channel. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up, and thank you for watching.